for you, Kings fans, wherever you may be. All the frustration and disappointment of the past is gone. The 45-year drought is over. The Los Angeles Kings are indeed the kings of the National Hockey League. They are the 2012 Stanley Cup champions.
What's going on, everyone? Welcome to another post-game live here on Dime Dropper for the 2023-24 season. You already know the drill. Before we get started, make sure you subscribe on YouTube at Dime Dropper. Hit the notification bell so you know every single time I post a video. You can also follow me on Twitter and Instagram and TikTok at Dime Dropper Pod. And, of course, you can find this episode on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. And we are live from Los Angeles, as always. For tonight's game, it's Dime Dropper fam's favorite night, Lakers Clippers. This was the first game on the Clippers floor this season, and I was not able to attend because I was coaching today. Your boy and his squad beat Sierra Canyon 7th graders with my 6th grade team. Yep, the Sierra Canyon. Thank you very much. Shout out to all my kids, all my boys. They were fantastic. And I almost cost us the game with bad rotation. So I almost pulled a Glen Rivers, who we'll be talking about later in this episode, by the way. But before we do that, it's time for the main event. Lakers and Clippers. Shout out to everybody in the live tonight. Super chats are turned on if you want to drop $1 or a dime for your boy. Anything is appreciated. And by the way, that last vlog is doing amazing on the channel. So shout out to everybody that watched it against the Nets. It was my favorite game of the regular season so far. And yeah, so this was my 6th game I missed tonight. 17 games I've gone to, 6 I've missed. Our home record, though, man, 6-0 without me right now. 19-4 at home this season. What a great home record we have. But let me just say this. I was not happy with the performance tonight. Not at all. No LeBron James with load management. They listed it as an ankle injury, but we know it's load management. We did not play with the attention to detail and effort defensively and nastiness that I wanted to see for a team that's lost 2 games to these guys. The Lakers, I don't like our matchup with them anymore. This season, I don't like it. All 3 games have been very frustrating. They have the size now. They've added big forwards that can kind of deter our best players a little bit. And the Clippers, we've gone smaller because of the James Harden trade. We lost Nicholas Batum and Robert Covington. And so and the Lakers added size. They added big forwards with Christian Wood, with Rui Hachimura, with Jared Vanderbilt, with AD. Well, they already had AD, but the point, Cam Reddish even, like they used to guard Paul George and Kawhi with like KCP, Pat Bev, Dennis Schroeder, even Caruso, who's a fantastic defender, but Paul George would just rise up over the top of him. Now they have the size to kind of combat us a little bit better. And I thought that was very evident from the beginning of the game. Now, mind you, Ivica Zubac was our best player in the game we played against them last time, but he's out. So I was a little bit nervous going into the game. What are we going to do against AD? Are we going to go single coverage on him? Are we going to throw doubles at him? And we waited till the 4th quarter, basically, to double team him every time he touched the ball. It was getting a little ugly. And to start the game, the Lakers went with Rui on Kawhi. Good guy to have on him size-wise. I don't think Kawhi blew by him once, but he was still able to create enough space to score. AD guarding Mason Plumlee. Austin Reeves guarding Austin Reeves guarding James Harden. Taurean Prince on PG, and D'Lo on Austin Reeves. As for the Clippers, we had Mason on AD, Kawhi on Rui, but also he split some time on Taurean Prince. Then we had Terrence on D'Lo. He split some time on Reeves, Kawhi did, but PG guarded him more. I thought PG did a pretty good job defensively, and even though D'Lo had another really solid game until the 4th quarter where he went cold, he had a very solid game. I think Terrence Mann, when he was in, did a good job denying him the ball. The only thing was he could not seem to stay out of foul trouble guarding him. And I thought in the 1st quarter, the Lakers were getting a very generous whistle as normal against us. But overall, I don't think the whistle was very good. But that being said, I am watching the game from a Clippers fan's perspective. So if there's some Laker fans that probably think it wasn't great for them. But yeah, the free throw disparity definitely backs my point up. We were 9 for 12 from the line. They were 15 for 22 from the line. And you know what? We actually went to the rim a good amount. Paul George, Russell Westbrook, Norman Powell. These guys James Harden even went to the rim a lot, but to no avail at times. However, first quarter, I thought by the way, AD was in drop coverage, and I thought that Austin Reeves was doing a pretty decent job in the beginning, first couple of minutes of the game on James Harden being physical. But eventually James started to get going. I did not like the way he started the game, though. He was trying to get a little too shot happy for me. However, if you listen to my last Locked On Clippers episode, I said they'll probably have Torian guarding Paul George. They'll probably have someone big guarding Kawhi. So James Harden is the favorable matchup. And we were going to that a lot early in the game. And when he was missing shots and he was playing terrible defense, which he did all night, except for those 2 strips he had in the fourth quarter in that same possession. He was bad defensively all night. He got blown by left and right. He was not good at the point of attack. He had bad closeouts. He was not guarding one-on-one like he has throughout his time at the Clippers so far. This was the James Harden that, when people say he plays terrible defense and no defense at all, that's what it was in this game. But offensively, he started to get going, and they took Reeves off of him as the game went on. You know who got the Clippers going, though? Terrence Mann, the man for the big occasion. Despite LeBron not playing, Lakers-Clippers is always a big occasion, and he showed up. 7 quick points early. He was knocking down the 3 ball, but we still weren't really creating separation. I didn't like our first quarter, but you know who came in and kind of gave us that boost? And they were fantastic all night long. Norman Powell and Russell Westbrook. If you watched the last episode of Basketball on Figueroa, oh my God, I didn't release it. I got to release it. Well, it's coming out tomorrow then. The last episode of Basketball on Figueroa. I just had no time today, man. If you're watching this, Edwin, I'm sorry. But we said that I lost my train of thought so hard there. Jeez. Majorly lost my train of thought there. Oh, we were talking about who's the 6th man of the year for the Clippers, and he said Russ. I said Norm. It's so hard because they both are so effective in their own ways. Obviously, Norman Powell has gotten more minutes, and you can say he's more consistent. But when Russ has his good games, he just affects the game in so many ways that Norm just can't. And in the beginning, at the end of the first quarter, when Russ came in, he hit that 3 with his shoe off. I mean, the guy, he's such a funny player, Russell Westbrook, in the best way. He just never ceases to amaze in certain ways. And then he goes right at Cam Reddish' chest and knocks him back like 5 feet and gets the and one and rocks the baby. Clippers ended the first quarter up 35-29. And I'll tell you, the second quarter was our best quarter of the whole game. Even though defensively, I didn't like it. I really didn't like our defense at all in this game. 35 points allowed in the second, but we scored 42. And I thought it was the Harden show. He started to get going. He started to make his threes, his step backs, did some good things in pick and roll, some floaters. So I thought he played really well there in that second quarter. Let me look at his second quarter stats specifically because I might be able to find something good here. James Harden, he had 10 points and 4 assists in the second quarter. He played the entire quarter and was 4 for 5 from the field and 2 for 3 from deep. So very good for him. Norman Powell had 6 points of his own in that quarter, getting to the basket constantly and had some really nice floaters going to his left throughout the game. And Kawhi Leonard, one thing that stood out for me in the first half was we didn't really go to Kawhi and Paul as much, especially Paul. But Kawhi wasn't missing when he got the ball. He was getting into his mid-range. Some possessions throughout the game, I think he just was dribbling too much and taking too long to go, especially that one possession in the second half where he had Austin Reeves guarding him, and he split 2 defenders and bailed us out at the end of the shot clock. But that was not a good one-on-one possession for him at all, and he ended up getting the double team. But great ending to the first half. I thought Tice, again, pretty active, but the defense on the interior, Tice and Plumlee, they got dominated by AD. And we got crushed on the glass, completely crushed. Vanderbilt was everywhere guarding every single one of our big 4. Vando got a taste of guarding in this game. Russ, Harden, PG, Kawhi, and he was doing a good job. PG was pretty quiet throughout the first half. But I thought, actually, you know what? Plumlee, in the first half, he wasn't terrible protecting the rim. But after that, I think he only played like 6 minutes in the second half. Let's look at what PG's stat line was at halftime because he was pretty quiet. Yeah, 3 for 5, 6 points. Kawhi Leonard was 7 for 7 at the half, by the way. So he was hooping. And Terrence Mann was 6 for 7 at the half with 15 points. James Harden had 20 at halftime. So at that point, we went into the half up 77-64. what's her name said it. Candace Parker it was Jay Crossover said it at halftime. He said, we're going to just run away with it. But we didn't. And that's why I'm really disappointed. Even though we won, and I don't want to nitpick. A win is a win. You got to take whatever's there, whatever win you can get, the ugly ones. I talked about that last game. You got to get the ugly ones. This was ugly as shit. It really was. And in the second half, what really pissed me off was the lack of taking care of the ball. Reckless turnovers, particularly Mr. 13 himself. Not 13 strippers, number 13, PG-13. And how many times have we said that over his Clipper tenure? And this is why I tell all the fucking geeks, not every stat is created equal. A timely live ball turnover that results in points for the other team is not the same as a 3-second violation. It's not. The timeliness of what you do matters in the flow of a game that's very predicated on momentum at every single level, even in pickup to a degree, but especially with a crowd. So to deny, I don't want to hear that, it's just this one turnover. No, it was very bad. There were very bad turnovers. And at one point I checked the stats of the game and we were getting out rebounded 33-13. It ended 41-36. Thank God, because the Lakers started cooling down. And the one thing I'll say about the Clippers, we shot really well in this game. 59% from the field, 52% from three, but we just didn't get to the line that much. And part of it was the refs had a fucking purple and gold napkin underneath their, I don't know where I was going with that. But they might as well have been wearing purple and gold for some stretches of this game. But anyway, that doesn't excuse the Clippers' complacency defensively. Also, bad moments of transition defense again, just like against Brooklyn. I'm keeping an eye on that. They're lucky the Lakers don't like to push the pace that much, and LeBron wasn't playing. You got to get back, and you need to – the effort, it's all effort. I know Zoo's not playing, but you got to take a little bit more pride defensively. We shot 59% from the field, though, 52% from three, 75% from the line. The Lakers shot 49% from the field, 34% from three, and 68% from the line on 15 for 22 shooting. Each team turned the ball over 15 times. And the Clippers led by as many as 16 at one point. But let me just say this. We are the number one three-point shooting team in the league right now. So it's not a crazy outlier shooting night. That's what we do. And we generated some pretty good looks. But Norman Powell and James Harden, I think they had some really impressive ones, as well as Paul George. But you know what I would be really a bad host of if I don't mention? Russell Westbrook was really on a heater from three tonight. Like, those were huge shots. I can't emphasize how well Russ played. And the fact is, he's so professional. He only had one stint in the first half. And then in the second half, he could have played more too. I don't even know if he played in the fourth quarter. Let me check. Russell Westbrook, fourth quarter, 1 minute and 30 seconds. So, you look at that, you could have made a strong case that Russ should have played more than 18 minutes tonight. But he continued to stay positive. He continued to be energizer on the bench, rooting for his teammates. But I thought he was great when he was in the game, too. His defense was good. His activity was good. And with the way he was playing defensively, I was a little bit nervous going back to James Harden in the fourth. And I think it was getting nervous. We couldn't rebound. He was guarding Vanderbilt. He couldn't rebound. And let me just say this about the Lakers. Reeves, until the fourth quarter, I thought he was okay. But in the fourth quarter, D'Lo and Austin Reeves combined for 1 for 10 shooting. 1 for 10. And D'Lo in the third had 8 points. Anthony Davis and him combined for 28 points in the third quarter. So they're making me a little nervous. And so was Cam Reddish, who throughout this game was knocking down his shots. He was 3 for 5 in the game, 2 for 4 from three, and he had 9 points in 16 minutes. The one thing I will say that makes me nervous is Paul George coming out of the game. They said that his groin injury that he sustained last month is now being managed. So we'll see what that means. That really means to me that it's lingering. And remember, I've had a groin injury for a couple of months. It really does linger. It's very tricky. Cam Reddish has a groin injury as well. So we got to be careful. But I still think PG was okay tonight. I just didn't like the decision-making. I thought his defense was good, but his decision-making was very appalling. He had 4 turnovers. No pun intended, by the way. 17 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 block. His efficiency was amazing, though. 8 for 12 from the field and 1 for 2 from 3. That's wild. It had to have been a point of emphasis to not leave Paul George open, because this is a guy that's had some games recently where he's shooting 10 plus threes. He only shot 2 in this game and he made 1 of them, but I'll take the 66% from the field all day long in 30 minutes. We went away from Mason and Tice. We were only up by 2 points, 108-106, and then we went small for the rest of the game with Kawhi, Paul, James, Norm, and Amir. And I was a little bit nervous about this. I was a little bit nervous. But what we did was we double teamed AD when he got the ball. Very similarly to how the Lakers were double teaming Kawhi when he was getting the ball, and that caused a lot of open shots and a lot of opportunities for Norman Powell to attack closeouts. But it was starting to work. We had a smaller lineup so we can close out quicker. We can rotate quicker. We just have, it's more of a scramble mode kind of defensive strategy, and it ended up paying off. But I also think part of it was Reeves and D'Lo just going cold, and that really hurt the Lakers. But I want to say about Vanderbilt, he really annoyed me in this game, and I'm saying in a good way if you're a Laker fan. He was everywhere. His activity was crazy. His rebounding. Look, I know that offensively, he's a problem. I wouldn't say a problem, but he's not very good, right? You can leave him open. He doesn't really have any on-ball skills. But I will say this. I think in the dunker spot, he's really good. He's a very good offensive rebounder. And I think that his overall activity, length, athleticism, ability to play on the break, and just his point of attack defense, the Lakers are really lacking right now, is enough for him to get about 25 to 30 minutes per game. And Darvin Ham, he has a fetish with Taurean Prince and to a degree Cam Reddish. And I think Jared Vanderbilt, this is the guy that was a starter on the team that made it to the conference finals last year. He started this season with an injury, and he's showing slowly but surely what kind of impact he can have. And, he got 25 minutes in this game. Taurean Prince got 33. We look at Taurean Prince. He had 11 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals, and 2 blocks. That's impressive. On 4 for 10 shooting and 2 for 6 from 3. So 40% from the field, 33% from 3. Go to Vando. He actually shot the exact same from the field. 4 for 10, only 1 3-point attempt, missed it. He was 4 for 4 from the line, but he had 12 points, 9 rebounds, 2 assists, 3 steals, and a block. So very active in his 25 minutes. I think he deserves more minutes. The Lakers outscored the Clippers 33-29 in the third, but I will say that fourth quarter, we were able to get the job done. And I think Amir Coffey made some huge shots. He and Norm played the whole fourth. And I'll tell you what, Supreme Caffeine, he made a big 3. Norman Powell had 9 points in the fourth. We were just able to scrape on by and get it done. But I think part of it's because the Lakers went ice cold in the fourth, and there was a little bit of luck there. 8 for 23 in the fourth quarter. AD only shot 1 time, and that's because we were throwing frequent doubles at him. So I'll absolutely take it. And the Clippers ended up getting the win, 127-116. It wasn't pretty. I did not like our defense. I did not like our lack of, effort on the glass, but also it shows that we may need to go get another big forward. We might need to, because against a team like that, like right now, I've always not wanted to play the Lakers in the playoffs, but that's because of money, of the ticket prices and the home court advantage or lack of it that the Clippers would have in a series against them. But now you had those things, and the matchup looks worse because we lost front court size to go against LeBron and Anthony Davis. So I would like to avoid the Lakers this year, actually, even though we're a better team than them, for sure. But at the end of the day, LeBron was out. It was just a matter of getting the job done, getting the win. That's what we did. And we outscored the Lakers in the fourth, 21-19. I think there is a level of we got better defensively. James Harden, for example, he had his only good defensive possession to me. Actually, I think 2. He had 1 good shot contest, but his double strip in that fourth quarter, that just showed, like, it's gone to the point now where I can see when James Harden's trying on Dean when he's not. And I saw in the fourth quarter he tried, but the other 3 quarters were very concerning. He needs to be a little bit better. Even though, you can clearly see we miss Zubats badly, especially considering the way he played against the Lakers last time. But we got to be better. He's going to be out for another 3 weeks. So, at least. So, we got to step it up. And our defense has concerned me just a bit of late. But as long as we get the win, that's fine with me. 127-116 is the final from the Staples Center. They are now 6-0 without me in attendance. 19-4 this season at home. 28-14 on the season, which matches the 2014 Clippers record at this time, but that is not the best record we've ever had at this time. That would be 32-10 for the 2013 Clips. Let me just double check on that, though, by the way, because we could have been 33-9. I don't think we were 33-9, though. That sounds like, geez. Let's see. Yep, 32-10. We lost the Warriors on the road on the 21st of January, 2013. So yeah, 32-10. So we're only 2 games behind our best ever mark at this stage of the season. So that's huge. Let's read the lines though. For the Lakers, they went about 9 deep. Max Christie only played 10 minutes, which kind of surprises me. He had a donut, even though he played well against the Clippers last time. 0 for 1. That shot was a 3. Christian Wood, very quiet as well. 14 minutes, 6 points, 7 boards, 3 assists on 2 for 2 shooting, 2 for 5 from the foul line. That maybe could have made a difference late, maybe. 2 for 5 from the foul line. Wow. That's disappointing. That's absolutely disappointing. How about, I already talked about Vando. Cam Reddish, talked about him, 9 points. So here's the thing, though. If you're the Lakers, you get 11 points from Torian, you get 12 points from Vanderbilt, and you get another 9 from Reddish. That's 32 points between those 3 guys. That's pretty good. And that's part of why this game was close till the end. Rui, 11 points on an efficient 5 for 8 shooting, 1 for 1 from 3 in 30 minutes. I thought he did a decent job on Kawhi. Austin Reeves, though, not great. 12 points, 2 rebounds, 5 assists, getting attacked on D as well. 2 steals, 1 block, 5 for 14 from the field, 2 for 8 from 3. So again, I was okay with Austin Reeves shooting threes, no problem. And then you have D'Angelo Russell, 27 points, 5 rebounds, 10 assists, but he did have 5 turnovers. 9 for 21 from the field, 4 for 10 from 3, and 5 for 6 from the foul line. He didn't have a good fourth quarter, but let me tell you, I think he's playing really solid basketball lately. He really has. And he's starting to find the best version of himself, which is key for the Lakers to get the best versions of themselves. 40 minutes for D'Lo. He played more minutes than anyone for either side. And he was good. Anthony Davis, 26 points, 12 rebounds. By the way, the Lakers had 13 offensive rebounds, so the Clippers 6, and you could feel it. 26 points, 12 rebounds, 2 assists. No blocks, though, for AD, which is very rare. He shot 60% from the field, though, 12 for 20, 0 for 1 from 3, and only 2 free throw attempts. That's great. You kept him off the line. 36 minutes played for him. And the Lakers lose it. They're now 22-23 on the season, 6-15 on the road. Got to start racking up some wins soon, man. It's getting dicey. Clippers, 9 deep. The player that played the least, Russell Goatbrook, sadly, but what a performance in those minutes. Listen to this for production. 16 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals. He did turn the ball over 3 times, which you need to keep that down. 6 for 11 from the field. Another amazingly efficient game. And here's my favorite one of the night. 3 for 3 from deep, baby. In 18 minutes, what a performance by Russ. And it was a good thing to see him not going too hard against the Lakers, because last time he was just kind of out of control trying to prove a point. But I thought he was a little more focused. And even though he did have the 3 turnovers, taking smarter shots. Mason Plumlee played 19 minutes. He had a donut, 2 rebounds, 2 assists. I thought he had some good moments of rim protection, but overall pretty quiet. 0 for 1. And then Daniel Tice, 3 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists, and a steal on 1 for 3 shooting. He had 5 fouls, so he only played 21 minutes. Then you had the Brewmaster. Actually, Terrence Mann only played 23 minutes, but he was so good. He's been playing really well lately. 17 points in the new year. 17 points, 7 for 10 from the field, and 2 for 4 from 3. He was 1 for 2 from the line, 1 steal, but 70% from the field and 50 from 3. Right now, Terrence Mann going into this game was shooting. You can round up to 30% from 3 now. 29.6. Oh, baby. We're about to reach the 30s, and we're going to keep going up. I trust you, Terrence. I've always believed the man for the big occasion. I love you. What a performance from T. 17 points, 70% from the field, 50 from 3. And then you had Amir Coffey, 9 points on 3 for 4 shooting. And listen, Russell Westbrook wasn't the only one that was 3 for 3 from deep. How about the Brewmaster? 3 for 3 from deep. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Huge performance by Brew. He was a +9 as well. And then you have Norman Powell, the UCLA man. Big time performance. So efficient. 17 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 blocks, attacking closeouts, hitting those runners. He didn't have any free throws. Wild. 8 for 14 from the field, and he wasn't actually shooting well from 3, 1 for 4, but 7 for 10 from 2. He'll take that all day long. And to have 33 points from Russ and Norm combined, such a luxury. And then you've got Paul, Kawhi, and Harden. Paul played 30 minutes. I already said 17 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists, and a block. Shot really well. James Harden, 23 points, 2 rebounds, 10 assists. You'll take that. And only 1 turnover, 1 steal, 1 block. So 10-to-1 assist to turnover ratio. That's big time. And then efficient as well. 8 for 17 from the field, 4 for 8 from 3. So 50% from 3, 3 for 5 from the line. He was doing a little bit too much foul baiting for me and not getting back in the first half. Paul George one time did the same. I was pissed. And then, another thing Paul George's stupid ass did. Sorry, Paul, I love you. He didn't shoot at the end of the first, I think it was the end of the second quarter, because he wanted to preserve his field goal percentage, and he nearly threw the ball away. That's one of my huge pet peeves of today's NBA. You fucking stat lovers. Stop trying to save your three-point percentage. Take the shot at the end of the quarter. Nobody gives a shit about your stats. I guess you do. And the analytics department and the stats team and your team. Who cares? You go from having a 5% chance of getting 3 points to 0 by not shooting that shot. I hate it. I absolutely hate it. But Kawhi Leonard was my player of the game. His second career triple-double. It didn't really feel like he had 10 assists, I'm not going to lie. But I'll take it. 25 points, 11 rebounds, 10 assists, 2 steals and a block. His efficiency was just crazy tonight. Just crazy, but it's typical of the Claw. 11 for 16 from the field. I know the LeBron fanboys and Laker fans are going to say it's because LeBron wasn't there, and LeBron did a good job on him. Okay. It's not like Kawhi hasn't given the Lakers business with LeBron. But regardless, we'll take it. I don't give a shit about those arguments. 11 for 16 from the field. Only 1 3-point attempt. So I think it was clearly an emphasis for the Lakers to run us off the line because we're shooting the best from 3 of any team in the league. But we were able to combat that with mid-range shots, floaters, and good stuff overall. 3 for 3 from the line for Kawhi. But the 11 for 16, that's really big time. 25 points, 11 rebounds, 10 assists. We'll take the win. 127-116 over the Lakers. And now I'm going to be talking about the huge news that came out today in terms of a coaching change. All right, guys, I'm feeling really sick right now, so I'm going to read your comments, but let me blow my nose real quick, and then we'll talk about Glen Rivers after. But stay in here. 113 people. Love it. Every single episode, Clippers Live. Clipper post game this year has been over 100. You guys are the best. Don't leave. Mods, please tell them not to leave. Just going to blow my nose for 45 seconds, okay? Oh, I'm dying over here. All right. Let's read. Don't comment for a sec, guys. Bones got busy. My mod. What's going on, Bones? Let me get your name for this shout out. My boys that I'm overdue for a call with. Phone, PC, and console fix. I'm due for a call. Been a lazy bum on that. Jackson Matisic. What's up, man? Give me your Twitter handle again, Jackson. I keep forgetting it. Says, man, Ham killed me with the schematics. If Griffin can get fired and coach a 30-win team in January, then Ham has to go. What schematics tonight did you have a problem with? Yes, sir. What's up, Ryan? He says, so clear of the Piskers. Jesus Christ, your creativity is on another level. The Realist says, PG dealing with that groin injury again. Piskers? What's up, Showtime Nick? One of my mods. Go subscribe to Showtime Nick's channel, please. He says the Lakers fought hard against a better team, but AD needs to demand the ball. Only 1 shot in the fourth quarter. That's inexcusable. Yeah, a lot of it was doubling too, I think. Icy hot with fix the groin injury with 2 days off. What's up, Daniel Barry? He says, yo, no LeBron, LOL, GG. Jalen, what are you on Twitter again, Jalen? Are you Jalen213? Give me your name again. What up, Dime Dropper? Congrats on your coaching win today. Thank you, man. That was amazing. Beating Sierra Canyon? Are you kidding me? I know they weren't recruiting that young, but they were 7th graders. My kids are 6th graders, and that's a school that has become synonymous with recruiting and basketball and all this. Brandon Boston went there. See, I'm drinking my vitamin C right now. Brandon Boston, Bronny James, Bryce, Amari Bailey, Marvin Bagley. So, yeah, it was nice to beat them. What's up, Karen? Jeremiah Gonzalez says, PG hurt my head this game. We still won, so that helped. Yeah, get those likes up, yo. What's up, Charmaine? Playmaker Maine says, Dime. What's good, bro? Kawhi MVP. Yo, you know what's so funny, guys? Somebody commented on my vlog, some Harden fanboy loser, was like, this guy, just letting everybody know that's never been to this channel, this guy wants the Clippers to lose because he hates Harden so much. Listen, I hate the way James Harden plays basketball, and I still fucking do, and no one's going to change my opinion on that. But I don't dislike him as a person. One, never did. Two, I can't dislike him right now because he's playing great for my team, and he's been professional. And three, I would never root for the Clippers to lose, you moron. I was rooting for the Clippers before James Harden was even in the league, before you were even watching basketball. So go suck on your fucking pacifier or James Harden's, the picture of his nipple you have in your room, you weirdos. So, yeah, don't even suggest that. Anybody that listens to that kind of nonsense is crazy. You know, I'm dying right now. Like, I'm sick. I had to go coach a game, and the reason why I got sick is because I'm staying up till 3 a.m. doing Locked On Clippers, which I have to do after this and edit all the shit myself. And then I have to wake up. I woke up to watch the Iran game in the Asian Cup, which I'll mention in my recorded part of this. But, I'm out here working my ass off. Nobody, let's keep it a stack. Besides the beat writers that are around the team every day, who on this planet is making more Clipper content than me? Seriously, who has season tickets, who's going live for 2 different channels 5 days a week? Who's doing this? Nobody is doing more Clipper content than me on the internet right now. So to suggest that I would even want the Clippers to lose because of one guy, you have the audacity. Like, the audacity for you to even suggest that is crazy. I'm looking around my room right now, and I got Clipper paraphernalia everywhere. I got Corey Maggetti's poster in front of my eyes right now. Corey Maggetti. Do you guys know who that is? Losers. Kawhi with a triple-double. I think that was only second in his career. It was. What's up, Alexander? I'm sick, but I'm doing great. So every team won tonight for me. My team beat Sierra Canyon. Clippers beat the Lakers, and Iran got their 9 points out of 9 in the Asian Cup, beating the United Arab Emirates. And that was not the refs were bullshitting in that game too, man. Fuck. What's up, Darn? You know which refs they actually did well today for the first time? The ones that ref my own game. Hey, whoa, Jeffrey, watch from the Philippines. Legendary. You should have went to the game. I couldn't. I had two teams to coach. Yeah, don't push this narrative, Charmaine. Let's go. What's up, Paolo Logarta? What kind of name is that? Italian? We need size, and this game showed. I agree. We're in mid-season Russ form. This is where he turns the season going crazy. Let's go. I'm with it, Mini Trey. The bench was good. Russ, Palo, Coffee. Honestly, a few shots went in that were well contested that could have swung the game back to the Lakers' favor. Yeah, we got bucket getters on this team, though, Jackson. We're a super team. Eric Gordon. What if it's imagine if it was the Eric Gordon? It's not. Who you say drop y'all X handles? What's yours? Yep, I tweeted about LeBron. Stop trying to hide what we already know and just say load management. I actually thought we had it. What's up, Jonah? He said when we cut it to 2, but some bad turnovers in possession sold it. Yeah, I mean, Harden got away with a flagrant foul on Cam Reddish with an unnatural kick out of the leg that may have hurt Cam. Yeah, he does. He got to stop that stuff. He abuses the landing space foul. Also, you can't stop 4 Hall of Fame players. The Clips have too many scores for us to guard with D'Lo and Reeves. You're right. What's up, Rene Zarate? Let me get you in there. Zarate. Como karate. Clippers had the most points in the paint this game as well. There you go. Got it. What's up, Rusty West? Got to grab those rebounds. Lack of rebounding kept the minute. Are you on Twitter too? What's up, NVZ? He says, GG's Dime. I like the fight we showed without Braun, but we missed a ton of easy shots down the stretch. Even as a Lakers fan, I love T-Man. He's solid. You got to love him. Robert Sarmiento says, a healthy Kawhi, Clippers can definitely get it done all the way, no doubt. Absolutely. When Harden gave away the back cut, I got so mad. He had very bad court awareness on that possession. Yeah. Our defense tonight was non-existent. Yeah, it was. Russell Goatbrook. I think D'Lo or AR needs to be traded or one needs to go to the bench. It was very noticeable they were getting hunted on defense. I feel you. Russ banging in 3 triples. If we have to trade one, I'd rather trade Reeves because they're both are bad defenders, but D'Lo provides more to the offense. I feel that. I got to say, I find it funny. I agree with your take, by the way. I kind of say I find it funny how Laker fans are saying if we had LeBron, we win. We can play this game too. If you had Big Zoo, we win. Don't even listen to them, bro. Like tomorrow, no one's going to care about this game anymore. It's regular season. We won the game. That's all that matters. Vanderbilt and Prince both took more shots than AD in the fourth. That's because we were doubling, though. You guys are a game and a half back of the first seed. I understand. We're not the 3 seed yet, though, so that pisses me off because Denver keeps fucking winning. Clippers run LA. Clarence, you keep saying this, by the way, and I don't agree with this take. We don't run LA. We don't. Like, that's just not true. But we're the best team in LA right now, basketball-wise. We're the best team in LA right now, probably. Although, don't sleep on the Kings this year. We're actually pretty good. And of course, when April comes around, talk about super team, the Dodgers. All right, if we had LeBron, we win. Classic. Ham masterclass. I wouldn't blame Ham for that. Genuinely don't understand why we went with Tice so much when we had Plumlee. We built a 13-point lead at half. I really don't think that had much to do with Plumlee. I think it was just that we were making shots, to be honest. He ran no sets for him. Actually, you know what? One thing I want to do say, though, is Daniel Tice, when he was at the 5, Lakers were switching that because they know he won't post up, and that was starting to cause a little bit more stagnant offense. But we were putting Reeves and D'Lo in the action and getting double teams on Kawhi, so that was able to get us to unlock things. But, yeah, now to Glen Rivers. Okay, that was just for the audio. What's going on, Kerner Schreiber? Greetings from overseas. Yes, sir. 13 strippers. Darian, relax. Your team is getting literally every win, not just the ugly ones. You're right. PG tried helping us with those turnovers. A win is a win, but there's more negatives in this than positives, in my opinion. Yes, we shielded the third quarter run by the Lakers, but gave it back in the fourth. Fucking Lakers, boring Bakers. Darian, I'm going to the Raptors Clips game. So hyped I'm going to see Paul George live. If he shakes my hand, I might never watch it again. Hey, man, it's going to be a fun time. Clips need to keep building and improving on their mistakes. It will make them better and great in the long run. Man, it felt like Clips were making everything, especially when we were about to take the lead or cut it close. But, I mean, that's what happens with shot makers like that. Hard and terrible defense. Daniel Tice was born in my neighborhood. Where are you from? Russ, and you're from Cologne, you said? Russ and Coffee were nice tonight. D'Lo played well, but Demi missed some easy shots in the fourth. I'll be honest, we should have came out and punched him in the mouth. Feel like LeBron has some confidence. If he were to sneak in as a low seed, he'd want us. I really think he's confident in that. Hold on a second, guys. I need to put my charger in the computer. It's on 3%, so don't go anywhere. We're almost done. Don't comment for a sec, guys. I really don't want you guys to comment, okay? We are close to the end of the comments because I got to talk about Glen Rivers. All right, back. I don't know how serious it is, Matt, with the PG thing. Yeah, you said that. As a Lakers fan, I'm not scared of the Clippers in a 7-game series, to be honest. I don't want the matchup, but in the previous couple of years, I would have wanted to avoid it. I remember back when Russell Westbrook was being labeled as a selfish player. I think we all remember that, right? Can't say that about him now. You're right. Russ and Coffee threes are momentum killers for us. It's crazy, but Russ is pretty much our second best rebounder. He might be. He's that good. D'Lo trying so hard not to get traded. Facts. What's up, Adam? It says, remember to hit the like button, people. The starters and bench each hit 7 threes. That's nice. I think D'Lo for DeJounte is an upgrade, but the other options are not good, and we shouldn't trade D'Lo for Bruce Brown or Tyus Jones. Amir was cooking. Man, that's so easy to scheme around. Ham match. What? You haven't said anything, though, Jackson. You're just saying that. What did he do wrong tonight? Wait, I heard PG is dealing with the hammy injury again. Is that true? It's groin, yeah. Iced coffee for 3 to go. The end of the third was nice. Yeah. What's WSP mean? How serious is it? I'm officially not taking the Lakers seriously until they fire Ham. I know with a better coach, the team could go somewhere. I disagree with you, bro. Without a roster change, the team's not going anywhere. 3 best players for the Lakes today were D'Lo, 80, and the refs. It's a day-to-day serious, as the Clippers would say. Dorian Finney-Smith or PJ Washington would be good fits. Dorian is much better defensively than PJ Washington. D'Lo played well, but he had a really bad turnover that ended our momentum. Interesting. Bones, and we all know what that means. He will end up missing 3 weeks. Excuse me? Oh, talking to Bones, I got busy. Tyus play more D than Plumlee. I agree. I can't be mad because we fought hard against a better team. Kennedy forgot Cam. Until Cam got hurt, the Lakers were right there. He's going to be reevaluated in 3 weeks for Zubats. I mean, Cam did his job, but I still got the refs over Cam this game. As much as I like to shit on Reddish, he played good defense, and our run ended when he got injured. I'm legitimately heartbroken. Reports say PG has re-aggravated his groin and is managing it. He heard it during the Nets game. During the Nets game? He said from last month, spank him. Bro, I paid so much to go watch him next game, and now you might miss it. Well, at least you'll get Kawhi and Harden and Russ. Worst case scenario. I also thought Vando had some nice minutes. I said that, Sammy Slam, unless you came late. Jamie says, different game if Bron played. Of course. If LeBron played, it would have been an easy Clippers win. Definitely not clever. 103 people a year. Yes, amazing. I love how they still interview Westbrook even though Kawhi had a triple-double. Yes. Westbrook's a great interview when he's in a good mood. Vanderbilt can't play offense, but if he's cutting and being active, it totally justifies getting more minutes than Prince or Reddish. I agree. LeBron literally has a negative plus-minus this season, so I don't know what you guys are talking about. Come on, man. Don't be ridiculous. T-Man showed out for his mother's birthday. That was his mom's birthday on Sunday, but yeah, he did. A negative plus-minus doesn't mean everything, but I agree. I thought a couple of different Clippers players had poor defensive games. I'd like to hear your thoughts on all of them because I mentioned Harden, but Plumlee probably as well. Bro, I needed Kawhi to shoot 2 more shots in the fourth. Make or miss to win $250. Oh, man, I'm sorry, NBA. LeBron is not a positive on the court, my guy. That's just not true. D'Lo, good block on Harden. Yeah, that was amazing. His Gordon was fucking with him, so he threw it away. Basically 4 years from today that he had his first triple-double. I saw Kawhi miss like once. Bron needs high-level games. He's always been this way, especially since the second stint in Cleveland. It's Kawhi's second triple-double as a Clipper/career. It's been both times he's gotten triple-doubles, been with the Clippers. Yeah, 4 years ago today would be 2020. Yeah. Not bait, I'm being for real. Yeah, don't leave. Yeah. Zubats, what's up, Jason? Says Zubats missing time really shows how good he's been for us. Yeah. I legit think the Clips winning the chip this year. Wow, splashing skills. Really? The problem with the West being so deep, we need Bron to attack regular season games like he attacks postseason games. True. Got the Bucks winning it all. They just signed a top 50 coach ever. And give up your Twitter handle, Jackson. Marwan Rahim, Clippers won with 10 less readers. Let's go. Luca says, yes, sir. Let's go. Is this a Luca that I know personally? Because I know a lot of Lucas these days. KJ Martin went to Sierra Canyon too. Wow. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. OG Clippers fan. The picture of James Harden nipples from LMAO. The refs in this Clipper game were horrible. The Blazers got robbed tonight. Shameful. I'm rooting for you, Ron, just because I want to see how you react to win the Asian Cup. Yeah, I'd be nuts, dude. I'd be up there with any trophy that my teams have ever won. Plumlee is not good on defense, nor is he good at boxing out. I think he's a good rebounder, actually. He's clearly nowhere near Zubats. Definitely not. Anybody that tried to entertain that is crazy. Yeah, I saw that Blazers game was an overall weird game. Dude, you're acting like we lost. You're angry. How am I angry? I'm just sick. Big dog. PG almost sold the game. He'll drop 30 next game. Facts. That dumbass thing you want the Clippers to lose. LOL. Making Waldo Drawlo follow like looks like an intellectual powerhouse. I would trade Russ for power forward depth. You're nuts. Why would we trade Westbrook? They keep saying that Zubats will be reevaluated in 4 weeks, and it's been 2.5. Okay. We run Inglewood. What do you think about what happened in the Blazers game? You think I got time to watch that? I saw that Jalen Williams been a game winner. Dime Dropper, do you see us beating Denver in a 7-game series? I think we could if we have home court. I'll never forget the trade rumors saying we'd like to trade Zoo and we'd be fine starting Plumlee. This team needs size. Edwin Valenzuela says rough game. Didn't get any calls early, and that made it unnecessarily close. Yeah, I don't know why the Bucks went for Rivers. We're going to talk about that. Championship experience, I'm assuming. All right, we're just going to go on to Glen Rivers now. Why do the refs not like to give Russ his fouls? I know. The man gets hammered in the lane. They rarely call fouls for him. What's up, Pope? Says Clippers are a solid stack team. Norman killed the Lakers. Kawhi shooting 7 for 7.5. Lakers shooting 33% from 3. 15 turnovers and no LeBron. Respect to the Clips. Dime Dropper. Do you believe the Clippers? I already answered that. The Lakers are a bad matchup for us down low. They should capitalize with AR and D'Lo defense and cook them from outside. Darian, thoughts on Gilbert Arenas calling the Clips the hose of the NBA? I'm not entertaining anything he says anymore. I watched the last 2 Hawks games while paying close attention to DeJounte and needs the ball to be effective. That's obvious. Dropping dimes, it's a collision course between the Lakers Clips in the playoffs. Keep doing your thing, Dime. Thank you, sir, but it's not a collision course. You guys have been saying that for years. Yeah, Murray's not great off the ball. Glen Rivers is like a cockroach. He never goes away from coaching. Yeah. All right. Well, thank you so much, June 28th, July. Tip for the Harden stand burn earlier. Thank you. Imagine Clippers versus Bucks final and Glenn come back 3-1. Stop. Envy's Glenn will turn the Bucks into cucks. All right, ready? So I was shocked this morning when I saw that Adrian Griffin had been fired. And he's 30-13 this season as a coach. Now, do the Bucks look like a championship team this season? Probably not. They look a little bit under that. But I don't think that has to do with a rookie coach. Is he perfect? Nah, he probably isn't perfect. He probably isn't. But he's 30-13. He's a rookie head coach. And like people are like, well, their defense got worse. You traded Drew Holiday and Grayson Allen for Malik Beasley and Damian Lillard, and you think that you are going to get better at defense or stay the same? Hell no. It's not the coach's fault. So clearly, there is something that happened behind the scenes. There's no other explanation. Like, they had to have lost faith in him. Giannis or Dame, somebody with power had to have lost faith in him to make a change in the middle of the season when you're 30-13. But who they chose to replace him? Oh, man. Just when you thought he'd listen to me, get in the broadcast booth and stay there, brother. Stay there. You know, here's the thing about Glenn. He's probably a good guy. I've heard good things about him as a person from multiple people. He is an NBA player, so I have respect for that and the career that he had. And he has won a championship as a coach. Maybe I've been harsh on him over the years. But you know what? It's deserved. He is the most overrated coach in the history of this association. And the reason why I say that, even though everyone's woke to it now, is he made the top 15 over Bill Sharman, over Alex Hannum, over Rudy Tomjanovich. You know what? Nobody has ever benefited so much from one ring. That's not a player that earned that ring. Nobody has ever benefited from one ring so much. How does he keep landing these amazing jobs? He gets the best jobs. He got the Clippers, obviously, and then he showed everybody he was ass. And then he gets a job with the Sixers. Perfect timing, with Embiid, with Harden, or they didn't have Harden at first when he first took over. No, yeah, with Embiid, right? And then he gets the Bucks job now with a championship contention. Now, here's the thing, though. He's taking over mid-season, and that's not normal for Glenn to take over mid-season. So it's going to be an adjustment. But let me just tell you this. The Bucks lost any chance they had of winning the championship with this hire. Listen to who you're listening to. We could go the logic. Oh, but Giannis is he's a champion. He's a dog. You don't have to worry about Glenn and this and that. No. I am not going to waver with my stance from 4 years ago. He's never winning a championship again. He's never touching the finals again. And without Tom Thibodeau, he would have never made the finals in the first place. He is whack. He's not good. The Bucks are making a huge mistake. Huge. You do not hire him. You don't hire him. We got to make shots. Just got to make shots. He takes no accountability for anything. His adjustments are non-existent. He had guys showing him lineup data in the bubble saying, look, Montrez against Jokic doesn't work. And he said, throw that data in the trash. Okay, I'm okay with you having an eye test. But if your eye test can't tell you that we were getting destroyed when Zubac was off the floor and we needed a big, you signed Joakim Noah for what? And that was a series you could have used him. He's an idiot as a basketball coach. He's an idiot. I think he is like the Bucks just made their own beds now. Like lay in it now and you're done. There's no championship coming there. Celtics and the Heat and the Sixers, a 3-horse race. So, Glenn Rivers, I wish you nothing but the worst as a coach. And hopefully you're back in the broadcast booth very soon, but not as the number one. So what's going to happen with that? Why did we let go of Jeff Van Gundy and Mark Jackson? Why? Why did we do that? They weren't perfect, but they had this amazing chemistry at this point that they had built. And it became kind of nostalgic to a degree with Mike Breen, Jeff Van Gundy, Mark Jackson. Now it's like, what, is Doris going to carry the whole broadcast with Mike Breen for the finals? I like Doris, but hell no. Anyway. All right, guys, that's it for me tonight. Now to the live subscribers waiting patiently in the chat. Super chats are turned on if you want to jump $1 or a dime. Peace, and have a great night.